Hello everyone, it's Doom here once again, watching a recording of Heroes of the Storm. Most of you guys in Smashcraft still hasn't been too excellent today.
Time remaining 10 seconds.
Someone's spam pinging.
5, 4, 3.
Today we are playing as Orphea, and this is actually my first game as the character. I got a daily for try one of the Nexus heroes, or Overwatch actually, but I was like, wait a second, I don't actually like playing any of the Overwatch characters. So I was like, well, I guess I'll try something new. So I'm just reading my abilities. And then I'm starting to miss my abilities. Artanis gets an excellent engage on the Diva, but she gets pulled out of there from Anduin, so we instead just kill the Kiana. Another excellent engage or swap on the Illidan, and we kill him too for an excellent early start. Then Artanis dies, but yeah, worth it. And I go bot because nobody else is there, and I was like, well, better soak that experience and clear the wave and all that nonsense. For those that don't know, Kiana's abilities are that Q, that line strike from the tentacle, that's her Q, and if she hits a hero with it, she can dash immediately afterwards. Her W is a close range chomp from a beast inside the coffin, and there's that dash. And then her E sends out a tentacle, and oh my god, my nose. And her E sends out a tentacle that will then infest an area, and then the infested area just explodes after a second. There's me missing. There is Genji trying to deflect. Her passive is that every time she hits someone with an ability, or hits an enemy with an ability, her auto attack, it will gain a damage boost. This year Genji's trading unfavorably. And also that attack boost is lifesteal, so it heals Orphea. This Genji, he's basically the biggest example of power creep in the game, I think. Unless they change it. It looks like the newer characters like Deathwing and Hogger aren't too bad. He tries his protect thing, I try the chomp, and I get the kill. I decide to be crazy and attack the Illidan, thinking I can bait him in, and I fail, because I did the chomp way too late. But with that, I can push in the wave. The chomp. Get the tentacle dash. And he screws up when I went out of vision. And that means he just stood there and I was able to get the kill. But then I see the Genji over there and it's like, I cannot compete in my current health. So I went to go heal from the fountain. And I can't engage him now, he wins, but I can try and scare him away. Especially if he doesn't seem to be aware of how much health I actually have. It took me way too long to toss the E there. I should have done that earlier. You know, the enemy team is, or our team is having a good old engage over there. Trying to use the nuclear warhead. I'm not trying to use Tassadar with the nuclear warhead, because that's kind of the gimmick of the stage. Yeah, here's the part where I died to the Genji, I believe. Any second now. There's the nuke. Evacuates the self-destruct, and boom. Goodbye, Artanis. Now here's the part where I die. Took longer than I thought. Yes, I played badly. Another thing I did was clear the wave. I should have done that using my wave clear advantage over Genji. But Tassadar is able to just sneak the nuke over here. I'm not really sure what else to talk about at the moment. But the fact there were a few Alex Strauzy games I was considering doing this record thing for, but I decided again since they're both pretty quick and bad losses on my end. That's generally the thing, is I'm terrible at support, so you can expect what happens when you have a non-committing team. Or team member, especially one that is important as the support. This time I went top since there was nobody there, and I was like, well, nobody's there, it's time to deal as much damage to minions and structures and whatnot possible. Besides, if nobody's else there, it means I'm getting the experience, and hey there, Kiana, aka the Sonya replacement. Missed the Q there again. That's okay, it means I can start dealing more damage to structures due to siege work. I missed another Q. Get used to that sight. Well, there Illidan is clearing some camps, as he's ought to do. That's one of the few things Illidan is still okay at compared to other assassins, is his ability to clear camps. Defense mobility creep is at an all-time high. Well, not an all-time high, that was like right after Genji and Overwatch started, do you think? But I'm an old-timer, okay? I'm allowed to be wrong about things in the modern era. Yeah, this time I ping off my team. Eve. Because I'm gonna go mid. That means they have a numbers advantage. So I just want to push. But I realize that, hey, the D.Va isn't there, maybe I can go help, and then, oh, there's the D.Va. This time I dodge the missiles rather than taking all the damage from them.
Warhead deployment nearing completion.
And then Tassadar's like, wait a second, he doesn't have his dash. Oh, I guess I can go fight him now. And he decides to just straight up kill him.
Hero slain.
However, sadly, the D.Va roams better than I. I show up much too late. I'm able to do good damage there with a full combo on Kiana, but I'm now stuck in a 2v1. And I decide to miss the Q that would have killed the Kiana. Jeez, my nose is really bad right now. I am able to get the mech and the chomp. I missed the second jump, but I get the hit there. There's one last auto. Oh my. Oh yeah, and then Illidan kills me. And then Genji there, just doing absolutely sure I am mega dead. Nova here has the covert mission talent, which means he can actually instantly defeat mercenaries with a special bribe ability. Illidan over there forgot how health bars work, so he dies once his evasion runs out. However, Artanis has also forgotten how health bars work, so he dies shortly after. I see that D.Va has gone top, and I'm like, there's a Genji over there. I'm not so confident I'll be able to do too much. May as well use my wave clear advantage and the fact I'm a crazy bastard that likes fighting to kill the D.Va one-on-one. And almost lose, by the way. Oh wait, or did I lose this one? No, I did not, but it was way closer than it had any right to be. And when being a priest and a pacifist is unwilling to kill the girl, the tiny little mage gothic girl, we are okay with killing him. So we try to. But we fail to. Because he's also a priest. He can heal. Here I choose a very bad time to Hearth. And the Illidan is doing quite the work on me. And here I go back in like a dum-dum. It ends up working out for us. Sort of. And then it get worse. You lag spikes. Here we lose our healer in the Kerosene, and I am missing every ability as to be expected. And with that no abilities hit, I'm kind of in a bad situation. This is not continue to miss them. I could have done a much better job and maybe killed one of them if I had learned the art of hitting abilities. Here Artanis does his best zealot impression of running in and dying. And Karazin's like, oh wait, I have a way better impression than that. But he forgets that, oh wait, he's not doing an acting career, he's doing a fighting career, so he runs away. And hey, I'm back here. He does get Kerosene does get a nice divine pulse to keep himself alive. And my E is able to blow up Diva's mech. Of course, they have pretty much the full advantage over getting the warheads, whilst we're stuck here fighting. They're going to be using those nukes to clear out our base. Not exactly great. But we are able to get the kill on Diva. And I realize, oh wait, they're pushing, let's stop that. And the Kiana runs away. Sonya's the better character. Get out of my base. Sonya would have destroyed that fort already, except not, because Sonya just forced Kiana. Here, we find ourselves at a fight against the enemy base, and Tassadar just destroys Illidan with that Archon boosted strike. I forgot its name. The line lightning. And then gets a force wall to absolutely destroy the Anduin. And I was completely useless. I really should not have ran over there. I should have just kept acting, just had faith in my team. It looked like they had it under control. And thusly I was not needed. The lag is getting annoying. Here the Genji goes for Nova and gets the kill. And we failed to get the kill on him because I missed another Q on him that would let me get the dash in auto attack boost for the kill. It's not quite there, but almost. Here Illidan goes for me. And it ends up working poorly as he dies to Tassadar. Getting that snipe with the lightning rail, leaving us pretty much free reign to siege and get crowd control to oblivion. Another nice divine palm though, even if it ended up not working out. Tassadar does get another camp, this time the enemies. Here I'm like, well, I may as well kill more minions and shove the wave. It's already pushing and there's nothing else for me to do. Besides, when you have wave clear, you may as well use it. Especially in the wrong order, but you still clear the wave pretty quickly. I believe the proper order is Q the entire wave, E the back, and then W the front and the caster to get all of them. But I did QWE, or line chomp explosion. Here I'm trying to establish control over these warheads. Yes, they get the bottom one. There's no one there to stop Kiana there. We don't know. Illidan goes over here with a hunt ability. I don't know why he's pronouncing it like that. It's the hunt ability. He does successfully kill Artanis, but we do get some destruction over here. I need to try and run away. We're back here to see if I can help my team get something. I fail completely though. Though two of their more mobile members are made to clear the top. So they couldn't have killed me and Nova there pretty easily, because they were busy clearing the wave. And if they did it, that wave could have easily destroyed this. So, in the end, they were stuck with either kill two people or save themselves, and they made the right choice of saving the fort. God damn it. My nose is so bad right now. I'm really gonna need to clear it before I start doing the Smashcraft. They start doing the boss, which with an Illidan and a Genji, they do pretty good at. Here, they're a little trade around with the watchtower. When I threw out that E, I thought I actually dismounted the Illidan. Because I didn't notice he used his W, because I have the perceptive ability of a fucking nugget. I was like, oh hey, I helped there, and then, no, I didn't. We clear out the boss very quickly since all of us are there to do it, but that does give them the ability to go over here and take down that. Was that the best use of the boss? No, I'm personally think they should have pushed with it. Arazine goes all in over here. Suppression Pulse gets 4 of them. I'm stunned, however, and Genji goes straight up on me. And I miss everything, as I ought to do. And I am killed by D.Va, sniped by her missiles. Not exactly ideal. At the very least, this catapult minion here kills the Illidan. But now only Nova is alive, a character with 0 wave clear.
Red team has launched a nuke.
Menu decides to split push while the rest of his team does it, which is fine. I mean, it's not like they're gonna have difficulties killing Nova, right? Sure not, so they could have an extremely mobile assassin that could kill her with 2 abilities. Oh well, they still get the top side, which I think they could have done just fine. Just that they killed the Nova here, they could have gone that and this at once. That was definitely a time when I think Genji should have gone hungry for kills. And we finally learn how reviving from the dead works. Hooray. Good job, us. Good job, team. So it's not like the enemy has a kill advantage, a tower advantage, or fort advantage, and a level advantage. Oh my. Now they're taking our camps. It's just a bunch of jerks like that. Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to take our camps? Man, sharing is caring.
Red team has launched a nuke.
Here he goes for full Archon and gets pretty good ability cast, I'd say. Here, nobody blocks a Genji, so he just takes a ton of damage from the Nova Triple Tap, leaving him criminally low health and able for Artanis to snipe with his Q. And D.Va just dies here. And I go to clear the wave since this time, and one of the few times I've ever had good perceptive skills, I notice it's a thing. Probably because I saw it get taken over here. You might have noticed I immediately forgot about this one and had to be pinged about it. Hooray. A normal person would have looked at their map and discovered the mercenary camp that was not next to their core. Me, I had to remember it was taken by the enemy. And then I immediately forgot about the one that I didn't see. Yay. On the plus side, we are able to take theirs to even out the game. And we get the nuke against the core, but I don't think it actually does any damage to the health. Yeah, which means it just heals back eventually. We do get the kill on our not Artanis, Illidan. As well as the kill against the Qiyana. Genji is doing Genji things. Here, Tassadar greets for damage on their fort. Which means we kind of have to help him out so he doesn't die. Here, Anduin does eat the explosion. And the laser beam. Then there's Genji, and he has his Dragon Blade, and oh my, we're going to die. Especially when you're like me and you miss everything. I do get decent damage, but it doesn't really work out. And I have no mana. But I do get the snipe on the D.Va for what it's worth. Once I was here, I did another smart play. I looked at the talent tree and saw that Illidan, who's alive, has his infinite range hunt, which he actually uses there, but he could have easily killed me if I went for this, but I didn't notice he used his hunt there. Since he used the hunt on Tassadar, I should have grabbed this before going back to defend the core. Especially since Artanis was there to do it anyway. But I actually just looked at the chart, saw Illidan had his permanent hunt, and just assumed he still had it when I saw him on the minimap, and was like, okay, if I go here, Illidan hunts me, and then I die. So I recall. Of course, I didn't notice that he used the hunt on Illidan, or on Tassadar, and I didn't hear him because I'm deaf. But hey, so I was still stupid in the end, but at least I had an almost smart thing going. So yes, because of my stupidity of not paying full attention and just going, oh, Illidan has hunt global, do not reveal self. Because they do get vision of this when the nuclear warhead's around. Since there's no real waves for me to do safely, since here are all death range with a Genji and an Illidan, I decide to clear the camp. And Artanis helps me do it just a bit faster, which means we do it a bit safer. And now that the waves are pushed in, I can more comfortably go out and clear them. They, of course, decide to do the boss. As again, they do have a pretty decent boss with Illidan and Genji. And to a less extent, Qiyana. I don't know if Anduin or D.Va are amazing for bosses, but yeah, they do it fine enough, I guess. Hear that covert mission bribe clearing everything. Means we have those new mercenaries. Genji recalls and quickly realizes, oh hey, I better go stop those mercenaries. Which means this is actually a 4v5 in our favor. As we are all here, and Genji is over there. Here Illidan goes for the kerosene, but dies for it. However, Artanis also dies for... No, wait, he gets Divine Palm, which means he's A-okay and cleared out. Here I ping the core, but then I believe I get told about, oh hey, there's the boss, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, alright. So we have to go back and to protect our core, because the boss will solo the core. Here I take a bunch of damage because I'm dumb. That doesn't really matter. Core takes a tiny bit of damage, but as a whole, that boss did barely anything, and we were very close to it having done 0 damage. If I reacted faster, if I wasn't dumb, it would have done 0 damage. But we are left with a few nukes. Kerosene does a really bad nuke here. I think it would have been better if he went this way and nuked that, because he doesn't even destroy the building. That nuke was very much wasted. He does ping. I remember this. When Kerosene pings, he's going to go over here to get that watchtower so we can see that area instead of them seeing that area. And now it's, I think someone else used the nuke. Here Kerosene, however, doesn't watch where he's going, and he's getting jumped at. Which means we have to help him, because otherwise he dies, and he's our support. And we don't want our support to die. Here, get a nice Q on both of them. Here Artanis goes in. Does get the suppression pulse to blind, but it doesn't do much to save him. God damn it, my nose. Here I'm getting Genji'd, but then I get Divine Pulsed. And then Genji goes back in and dies. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go for the Illidan. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll go for the Kiana then, and he's just gonna do that. I was like, well, I may as well try and kill the Anduin now, but he's too fast for me. And all of a sudden, I'm stuck between minions, and Illidan, and an Anduin. Not exactly the best place. I almost get the shield for my W, but I still die. And our core takes a ton of damage from these catapult minions. Really hate the catapult minions. They do so much damage. So much damage, it's ridiculous. And they start clearing camps. Oh no. They probably could have just went straight to our core and destroyed it, because it's at 63% and we're all dead. And once you get to the 20-minute mark, respawn timers just last forever. So you really don't want to die. Early on, in my opinion, and then here's me. Yeah, I was looking at the tab to see my damage and XP. And once again, they're not sharing, they're just taking our stuff. Those damn capitalist enemy teams. You have to hate them, right? Cassidy and Kerosene are like, we don't approve of this. We are proud communists. We believe in sharing mercenary camps. And our psychic sense tells us that Illidan is doing this, so we have to go stop him too. To the best of our abilities. Here I obliterate the Illidan with my ultimate, and it leaves just Diva and now the Anduin. But the Diva's taking tons of damage. The Genji dives back in with no health, and he gets punched to death by Kerosene. Although if he didn't die to the punch, I would have just taken a chomp out of him. So, that activates her ultimate. It doesn't really do anything. That just leaves them being chased. I go grab the nuclear warhead, and then with the plan to recall to defend. It takes me like 10 hours. Oh, I didn't recall? Did I not recall? I thought I recalled, but apparently not. I tell them to core, all clear.
Red team's core.
And you might notice that there's a top thing, but... oh my god, I didn't notice today. No, I was just typing while moving. I'm telling the Nova to clear the top. I will ping. That's my ping. And look, she does it. This leaves us all at their core, firing nukes, and it's a great big crazy bang. And we have won. So I think with that, everyone should have a nice day. For Doom is signing out. Goodbye.